Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jayam Vishnupad, Padmahamsa, Padipakacharya, Asasata Shishimada Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki, Jai Om Vishnupad, Padmahamsa, Padipakacharya, Asasata Shishimad, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Ramsako Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Yamuna Devi Ki Ganga Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Dham Ki Sankirtan Yagya Ki Gaur Premanandi, all glories the assembled devotees, all glories the assembled devotees, all glories the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. Today we're reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and we are on chapter 23 of the Majja Leela entitled Life's Ultimate Goal, Love of Godhead. And here already Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has spoken to, this is what Leela Shakti, you know why, because Leela Shakti read last about Srimati Radharani. She told me this is where we are, but that's because that's where she was. All right. All right. Majja 20, you said? Yeah, that's what. I kind of had a feeling that's what. happen. All right. And this is my book. All right, 2397. Okay. All right. And now, so this is the beginning of the Lord instructing Sanatana Goswami. And then what I was going to read, that was a continuation. So it's quite lengthy, his instructions. He already has instructed Rupa Goswami at the Dashmeta Ghat, and now Sanatan. He instructed Rupa for 10 days, I believe, and now. Okay, so we have it. Oh, you'll be able to change. So it's on the board, on the screen. So please read along the Bengali. That way, yes, all right, 397. Ateva Goloka stane nicha vihara Brahmananda gane krama prakatyatahara. First of all, Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Gena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. The eternal pastimes of Krishna are continuously taking place in the original Goloka Vrindavan planet. These same pastimes are gradually manifested within the material world in each and every Brahmanda. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur elucidates this complicated explanation of Krishna's pastimes. Krishna's pastimes are always present in the material world in one of the many universes. These pastimes appear in the universes one after the other, just as the sun moves across the sky and measures the time. Krishna's appearance may be manifested in this universe at one moment, and immediately after his birth, this pastime is manifested in the next universe. After his killing of Putana is manifested in this universe, it is next manifested in another universe. Thus, all the pastimes of Krishna are eternally existing, both in the original Goloka Vrindavan planet and in the material universes. That explains why sometimes we'll see little nuances of differences in a pastime. Like, we'll read, in the Krishna book, we'll read in one of the different Puranas, a little bit different things happening, because they're always happening, and they're not like carbon copy exactly the same, because they're also dynamic pastimes. So thus, all the pastimes of Krishna are eternally existing both in the original Goloka Vrindavan planet and in the material universes. The 125 years calculated in our solar system to be Krishna's lifetime equal 1 moment for Krishna. 1 moment, these pastimes are manifested in one universe, and the next moment they are manifested in the next universe. There are unlimited universes, and Krishna's pastimes are manifested 1 moment after the other in all of them. This rotation is explained through the example of the suns moving across the sky. Krishna appears and disappears in the innumerable universes, just as the sun appears and disappears during the day. Although the sun appears to rise and set, it is continuously shining somewhere on the earth. Similarly, although Krishna's pastimes seem to appear and disappear, They are continuously existing in one Brahmanda universe or another. Thus, all of Krishna's Leelas are present simultaneously throughout the innumerable universes. By our limited senses, we cannot appreciate this. Therefore, Krishna's eternal pastimes are very difficult for us to understand. One should try to understand how they are taking place by understanding the analogy of the sun. Although the Lord is appearing constantly in the material universes, his pastimes are eternally present in the original Goloka Vrindavan. Therefore, these pastimes are called Nitya Lila, eternally present pastimes. Because we cannot see what is going on in other universes, it is a little difficult for us to understand how Krishna is eternally manifesting his pastimes. There are 14 Manus in one day of Brahma, and this time calculation is also taking place in other universes. Krishna's pastimes are manifested before 14 Manus expire. Although it is a little difficult to understand the eternal pastimes of Krishna in this way, we must accept the verdict of the Vedic literatures. There are two types of devotees, the sadhaka, who is preparing for perfection, and the siddha, who is already perfect. As far as those who are already perfect are concerned, Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 4:9, Chaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam iti sorjuna. After giving up this material body, such a devotee comes to me. After leaving the material body, the perfect devotee takes birth from the womb of a gopi on a planet where Krishna's pastimes are going on. This may be in this universe or another universe. This statement is found in the Ujjvala Nilamani, which is commented upon by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So the Ujjvala Nilamani was written by Srila Rupa Goswami. When a devotee becomes perfect, he is transferred to the universe where Krishna's pastimes are taking place. Krishna's eternal associates go wherever Krishna manifests his pastimes. As stated before, first the father and mother of Krishna appear, then the other associates. Quitting his material body, the perfect devotee also goes to associate with Krishna and his other associates. So we see how this Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is full of esoteric topics. Like in this purport, how many times did we hear that it's difficult? It's difficult to understand this. The very first sentence of the purport, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur elucidates this complicated explanation of Krishna's pastimes. So because it's beyond our scope of experience in this world, that's why it's complicated, how one moment of Krishna's moment, just appearing, and all the innumerable, it says here, unlimited universes. So the fact that they almost can't be counted, they're called unlimited. Okay, so text number 398, you're welcome to read along. Vraja Krishna Sarvishtvaya Prakaste Purnam Attama Puri Dvarye Paravyome Purnatara Purna. Krishna is complete in the spiritual sky Vaikuntha. He is more complete in Mathura and Dwarka, and he is most complete in Vrindavan. Vrindavan Vraja, due to his manifesting all his opulences. This is confirmed in the following three verses from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, 2:1, 2:21 to 2:23. And we see that sometimes we're thinking Vaikuntha, that's where the opulence is. That's the most opulent. But here it's saying Vraja is more complete due to his manifesting all his opulences. So all of his opulences and his sweetness and his pastimes with his loving devotees. Okay, now the next one appears to be Sanskrit. Hari Purnatama Purnad Tara Purna Iti Trida Shreshta Majja Dibi Shadbir Nache Ya Paripatyate. This is stated in the dramatic literatures as perfect, more perfect, and most perfect. Thus, Lord Krishna manifests himself in 3 ways: perfect, more perfect, and most perfect. That's also something outside of our, generally we just say something's perfect. But here we see the different degrees of perfection. So you're welcome to read along too. Prakashishtakila gunash mritya purnatamo budai asarva vyaka purna tara purna patakshaka. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead does not manifest all his transcendental qualities, he's called complete. He's still complete. When all the qualities are manifested but not fully, he's called more complete. When he manifests all his qualities in fullness, he is called most complete. This is the version of all learned scholars in the devotional service. Krishnasya purnatatmata yaktavud gokuldantare purnata purnatarata dvarka maturadishu. The most complete qualities of Krishna are manifested within Vrindavan, and his complete and more complete qualities are manifested in Dwarka and Mathura. E Krishna Vraja Purna Tatma Bhagavan Arasabhasvarupa Purnatara Purnanam. Lord Krishna is the most complete Supreme Personality of Godhead in Vrindavan. Elsewhere, all his expansions are either complete or more complete. Sankshepe Kilan Krishnera Svarupa Vichar Ananta Kahite Nore Ihara Vishtara. Thus I have briefly described Krishna's manifestation of transcendental forms. This subject matter is so large that even Lord Ananta cannot describe it fully. Ananta Svarupa Krishnera Nakila Ganana Saka Chandra Nyaye Kare Dig Darashana. In this way, Krishna's transcendental forms are expanded unlimitedly. No one can count them. Whatever I have explained is simply a little glimpse. It is like showing the moon through the branches of a tree. Iha ye shuni pade se bhagyavan Krishnera svarupa tatvera haya kichu gyan. Whoever hears, right, please listen to this palastuti, this benediction of what you've been hearing for the last couple of months. Whoever hears or recites these descriptions of the expansions of Krishna's body is certainly a very fortunate man. Although this is very difficult to understand, one can nonetheless acquire some knowledge about the different features of Krishna's body. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padayara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 20th chapter, describing how Sanatana Goswami met the Lord at Varanasi and received knowledge of the absolute truth. So the reading that I prepared for, in that, I need my book back, the new chapter. In that, you see, this is all of this he's explaining to Sanatana Goswami already. This chapter, chapter 20, this has in it 406 verses. And then he's going to continue instructing Sanatana Goswami in the next volume we'll be hearing. So very lengthy, like all the way through chapter 23. I didn't, maybe even beyond. And so in there, all of this that he's teaching, he asked Sanatana Goswami, I want you to write transcendental literatures. I want you to excavate the places of Vrindavan, the holy, places of Krishna's pastimes. I want you to also to establish deity worship and deities. So here is Lord Sanatana Goswami taking up the instruction of Mahaprabhu and writing. These are what he wrote in response to Lord Chaitanya's teaching him all of this. And besides that, Lord Chaitanya personally taught him the instructions for the Hari Bhakti Vilas, which are guidelines for Vaishnava behavior. And he personally taught him that. I don't have that book, but he wrote that as well. So we know this was the service of these Goswamis, how they primarily engaged in doing these things, these 4 things that Lord Chaitanya asked them to do. So can I have the volume that you took back? My volume, because we finished this book now. We're on the next one. Chapter 21 is in volume 5 of the Madhya Lila. I have the old set of Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is 17 volumes. The new one is, it's right, you can get one from there. I mean, I gave it to you to bring back, remember, because I didn't need it. But you can get one from the bookcase. I need Madhya Lila, volume 5. It's in the white bag, my book, but that's fine. I like my own books because I know where things are on the page when I, so they're familiar. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we are beginning a new chapter, Madhya Lila, and we are going to start chapter 21. Oh, very nice chapter called The Opulence and Sweetness of Lord Sri Krishna. So we have here Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He wrote a kind of overview, like a summary of each chapter in his Anubhasya. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur summarizes the 21st chapter as follows. In this chapter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fully describes Krishna Loka, the spiritual sky, the causal ocean, and the material world, which consists of innumerable universes. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then describes Lord Brahma's interview with Krishna at Dwarka and the Lord's curbing the pride of Brahma. In this chapter, the author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita has presented some nice poems about the pastimes of Krishna and Krishna's super excellent beauty. Throughout the rest of the chapter, our intimate relationship or sambandha with Krishna is described. So that's the beginning of achieving the ultimate goal of life, sambandha, of establishing a relationship. All right, text number 1. This is Sanskrit. So when it's Sanskrit, it means Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is quoting from another scripture when we see their Sanskrit text. But this is... Okay. He wrote, right, this one, because it's an invocation. Usually it's in Bengali though, right? Agacheka gatim natva hin artadika sadakam Shri Chaitanyam likam yasya madhuryaishvarya shikaram. Offering my obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, let me describe a particle of his opulence and sweetness. He is most valuable for a fallen conditioned soul bereft of spiritual knowledge, and he is the only shelter for those who do not know the real goal of life. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to Advaita Acharya. And all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sarvasvarupa Dhamma Paravyoma Dhame Pitak Pitak Vaikunta Sabha Nahika Ganane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, all the transcendental forms of the Lord are situated in the spiritual sky. They preside over spiritual planets in that abode, but there is no counting those Vaikunta planets. As we heard that there are unlimited material universes, so there's no counting Vaikunta planets, since material universes are only 1/4 of the amount of Vaikunta planets. Sabha Vaikunta Vyapaka Ananda Chinmaya Parishada Shodaishvarya Purna Sabhahaya. Each Vaikunta planet is very large, and each is made of spiritual bliss. It's made of spiritual bliss. The inhabitants are all associates of the Supreme Lord, and they have full opulence like the Lord himself. This is how the Vaikunta planets are all situated. Oh, I skipped a page. Oh, okay, so, okay. Sata Sahasra Achuta Laksha Koti Yojana Eka Eka Vaikuntera Vishtara Varnana. The breadth of each Vaikunta planet is described as 8 miles multiplied by 100, by 1,000, by 10,000, by 100,000, and by 10 million. In other words, each Vaikunta planet is expanded beyond our ability to measure. Wow. Since Ananta Vaikunta Eka Eka Deshayara Se Para Vyoma Damera Ke Karu Vishtara. Since all the Vaikunta planets are located in a certain corner of the spiritual sky, who can measure the spiritual sky? Ananta Vaikunta Paravyoma Yaradala Shreni Sarvopari Krishna Loka Karnikara Gani. The shape of the spiritual sky is compared to a lotus flower. The topmost region of that flower is called the whirl, and within that whirl is Krishna's abode. The petals of the spiritual lotus flower consist of many Vaikunta planets. E Mata Sad Aishvarya Stana Avatara Brahma Shiva Anta Napayo Jiva Konchara. Each Vaikuntha planet is full of spiritual bliss. We read how it's made of spiritual bliss. Complete opulence and space, and each is inhabited by incarnations. If Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot estimate the length and breadth of the spiritual sky and the Vaikuntha planets, how can ordinary living entities begin to imagine them? Koveti Boma Bhagavan Paratmam Yogeshvarotir Bhavatas Trilokyam Kvavakatam Vakata Vakadeti Vishtaranam Kridasi Yogamayam. O Supreme Great One, this is from Lord Brahma speaking. O Supreme Great One, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Super Soul, Master of all mystic power, your pastimes are taking place continuously in these worlds, but who can estimate where, how, and when you are employing your spiritual energy and performing your pastimes? No one can understand the mystery of these activities. This verse is quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-21. That is the chapter of Lord Brahma's prayers to Lord Krishna. And he's saying that like no one can understand. It's like a mystery. Where's Krishna going next? Where's he going to be? And how he's employing his spiritual energy. It's mysterious. E Mata Krishnera Divya Sadguna Ananta Brahma Shiva Sanakadi Napaya Yara Anta. The spiritual qualities of Krishna are also unlimited. Great personalities like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the four Kumaras cannot estimate the spiritual qualities of the Lord. And so it just helping us to realize if they can't, the reason it's being stated, if they can't understand, then what to speak of us or estimate. Gunatmanas te pi gunan vimatun it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, thank you. Number 10, right? E Mata Krishnera Divya Sad Guna Ananta Brahma Shiva Sanakadi Napaya Yara Anta. The spiritual qualities of Krishna are also unlimited. Oh, I thought I read it. Great personalities like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the four Kumaras cannot estimate the spiritual qualities of the Lord. Oh, that's okay. All right, in time, here's a very famous verse. In time, great scientists may be able to count all the atoms of the universe, all the stars and planets in the sky, and all the particles of snow. But who among them can count the unlimited transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He descends on the surface of the globe for the benefit of all living entities. As was mentioned, that is also from the 14th chapter of the 10th canto, text number 7. Brahmadi Rahu Sahasra Vadane Ananta Nirantara Gaya Mukhe Napaya Gunera Anta. To say nothing of Lord Brahma, even Lord Ananta, who has thousands of heads, cannot reach the end of the Lord's transcendental qualities, even though he is continuously chanting their praises. Mm-hmm. So, if we glorify the Lord, glorify his transcendental qualities, we can just touch upon a minute particle of those, and so still we must do to the best of our ability to always be glorifying them. Nantam vidam yaham ami munayo grajaste maya balasya purasasya kuto varaye gayan gunandasya sanatana adideva shesho dunapi samavasyati nasya param. If I, Lord Brahma, and your elder brothers, the great saints and sages, cannot understand the limits of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full of various energies, who else can understand them? Although constantly chanting about his transcendental qualities, the thousand-hooded Lord Shesha has not yet reached the end of the Lord's activities. Purport: this verse spoken to Narada Muni by Lord Brahma is also from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.741. Seho Rahu Sarvagya Shiromani Shri Krishna Nijagunera Antana Panyahayera Satrishna. To say nothing of Anantadev, even Lord Krishna himself cannot find an end to his own transcendental qualities. Indeed, he himself is always eager to know them. And plus his qualities and pastimes are continuously expanding. I mean, every minute something new is happening. So even he, right, he can find no end to them. Let's see. This is like Krishna. Yupatya eva te navayar antam anantataya. I don't know the tune. Tvam apiyad anantarado nichaya nanusvaran Kwa eva rajam shivan vanti vayasa sahayach trutas yas vayihi palantyanta nirasanena bhavam nidana. And this is also now a prayer by Lord Brahma from the 87th chapter. My Lord, you are unlimited. Even the predominating deities of the higher planetary systems, including Lord Brahma, cannot find your limitations, nor can you yourself ascertain the limit of your qualities. Like atoms in the sky, there are multi-universes with 7 coverings, and these are rotating in due course of time. All the experts in Vedic understanding are searching for you by eliminating the material elements. In this way, searching and searching, they come to the conclusion that everything is complete in you. Thus, you are the resort of everything. This is the conclusion of all Vedic experts. Purport: this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1087:41, which was spoken by the personified Vedas, is confirmed by Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita 7:19. Bahunam janmanam mante gyanavan mam prapajate vasudeva sarvam iti samahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. Even after searching for the absolute truth throughout the universe, learned scholars and Vedic experts cannot reach the ultimate goal. In this way, they come to Krishna after searching and searching and researching, then finally they throw their hands up and they come to Krishna. When there is a discussion about the absolute truth, there are always various pros and cons. The purpose of such arguments is to come to the right conclusion. Such an argument is generally known as neti neti, not this, not that, until one comes to the right conclusion. The process of thinking, this is not the absolute truth, that is not the absolute truth, will continue. When we come to the right conclusion, we accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, as the ultimate truth. So we're feeling how we are sheltered. We have received shelter from Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara to come to the right conclusion without searching and searching. It was just handed to us on a golden platter. we right away, like Prabhupada said, it's kind of advantageous that we didn't know too much, like for many Indian people who grew up worshiping demigods, sometimes it's hard for them to switch and to forget their previous worship, and also to have faith, strong faith that this is the right path. But we didn't have, most of us, from the West, we didn't have any such foundation. So it's all like, wow, it's like just amazing, handed to us. Okay, text 16. Seha Rahu Raja Yabe Krishna Avatara Tanra Charitra Vicharite Manana Payapara. Apart from all argument, logic, and negative or positive processes, when Lord Sri Krishna was present as the Supreme Personality of Godhead at Vrindavan, no one could find a limit to his potencies by studying his characteristics and activities. Prakrita Shrishti Kaila Eka Shane Ashesha Vaikunta Janda Swasvanata Sane. At Vrindavan, the Lord immediately created all material and spiritual planets in one moment. Indeed, all of them were created with their predominating deities. So all these planets, spiritual and material, with their predominating deities and all of the variegatedness that goes on a planet. There's a lot of different, different items and different elements. E mata anyatra nahi shuniye adbhuta yahara shravane chitta haye avaduta. We do not hear of such wonderful things anywhere else. Simply by one's hearing of those incidents, one's consciousness is agitated and cleansed. So adbhuta, that means wonder. All right. So let's see. Yeah, it's a long purport, the first long purport. So we'll save that for next week, beginning text 18. Jai, all glories to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanatana Goswami, and Srila Prabhupada.
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Agom Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Vajami Angani Yasa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Pasyan Dipan Dikayanti Jiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Amaham Vajami Govindam Adipurusham Amaham Vajami Govindam Adipurusham Namaham Vajami Govindam Adipurusham Namaham Vajami Govindam Adipurusham.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vistaya Bhutale Shante Bhakti Vinana Samedi Chomate Namaste, Saraswati Devi, Om-Rani Pacha, Sha, Junivari, Asachati, Tarante. Jai Sri Krishna Jayananda Prabhu Nityananda Shivaprita Ranada Shiva Sati Chaitanya Nityananda Krishna Nirana Ramanitanda Veda Narada Siva Sade Narmatu Prenda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, go looking on it, Radha, go looking on it, Radha, say. Jaya Radha, go looking on it, Radha, go looking on it, Radha, say. Jaya Radha, hey, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Om Vishnupad, Paramahansa Paramahansa, wants to tell us that the Shiva is divine grace.
There's going to be Harinam Sankirtan tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning at the Weaver Street Market here in town. It's going to be a nice day, and be lots of people walking around enjoying the afternoon. So please come, 11:30 to 1 o'clock tomorrow at Weaver Street Market in Hillsborough. Chaitodarpanam Arjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairavya Chandrikaritharanam. Thank you so much. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipanam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam. Page 12. It's the same. Hirtanam. Nam namakari bahudani jasarva shaktis tatrapitani amita smarane nakala etadrishi tavakripa bhagavan mamapi durdaiva midrishami hajjanina nuraga trinadapi sunichena tororapi suhishuna Amani namana dana kirtaniya sadahari nadanam najanam nasundarim kavitam vajagadisha kamaye mama janmani ishvare bhavatad bhaktir ahoitaki twai ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavam budau Gribhayata vapada pankaja stita duli sadrashim vichintaya nayanam galadashu daraya varanam gadgadrudaya gira pulakarnishitam vabhukada tavanamagrahaneva vishyati yugayatam namishena chakshusha pravashayatam Shunayatam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Virahename Ashlishyava Padamradam Manastumam Adarshanam Marmahata Karotuva Yatatata Vidadatu Lampato Mat Prananatas Tusa Eva Napara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Oh, my Lord, inspirational chanting of your holy name alone, render all benediction to living beings, and thus have hundreds and names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you've invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. Oh, my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. Chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj,